All right, so our top story here on Gaming News Weekly. It's a little bit of a sad one. Microsoft has laid off 10,000 people throughout the company. Um, there was they talked about the reasons why. Basically, it boils down to a few quotes from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. It said, as we saw customers accelerate their digital spend during the pandemic, we're now seeing them optimize their digital spend to do more with less. We're also seeing organizations in every industry and geography exercise caution as some parts of the world are in a recession and other parts are anticipating one. So, yeah, they had to do it. They're expecting um, quite a loss in profits for this year. I mean, I think we're looking at $1 billion. They were expecting, and they're trying to focus. Basically, another thing they said, they're reprioritizing to focus on different key areas. So, yeah, what that means, I mean, I don't know. We're starting to hear stories from people in the industry saying that they were one of the ones laid off. We're seeing in tweets that different parts of the company that people were laid off. So, what else? So they said the CEO also said it was difficult but necessary, and that Microsoft will emerge from this stronger and more competitive. Um, they said, we will treat our people with dignity and respect and act transparently. These decisions are difficult but necessary. They are especially difficult because they impact people and people's lives, our colleagues and friends. So, yeah, it's happening. Sad, but,
Yeah. I was kind of wondering when I started reading these headlines and the explanation from Microsoft that they had to do it, and I wonder what does it mean to have to do it when you're a company the size of Microsoft. You've got this pending deal for billions and billions of dollars to acquire Activision Blizzard. Um, and the extent of my business savvy is I went to Robinhood and looked at their stock prices over the past few years. So they're up 150% at this moment from in the 5 year scheme of things, but over the 1 year they are down 25%. So they're not losing their hat by any means. They're still Microsoft. They're still huge, probably one of the largest corporations in the world.
yeah.
But yeah, in when you look at this year's and you look at where things are going and it's still trending downward, they're going to try to, I don't know, sell the tires off the car to get to work.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because they are, they're saying they're still hiring people in different areas because they're shifting the how they're doing business. So, it will affect some parts of Microsoft. It's going to, and other parts they're going to focus on. So, it's all shit that, that we're not privy to. It's all above our heads, the forecasting, 10, 20 years down the road, what things are going to be like. We saw it with Meta. They just laid off a bunch of people because of, I don't know, poor decisions within that company. Who else? I mean, so many businesses in the digital sector, in technology, have been, yeah, feeling the effects of the boom during COVID when everybody was, stuck indoors and everything was digital. All the meetings were digital. Everybody was buying giant televisions, playing video games and stuff like that. And now we're on the other side of that, and now we're facing the things that stemmed from that pandemic, and a lot of it is recessions and problems with employees and stuff like that, and the workforce. So, yeah, it's got to be tough for them to try to, find that middle ground, see what's going to happen, and stay, you know, what they are. Like you said, we're not crying any tears over Microsoft. They're still $1 billion company, but they got to change the way that they're doing business, and I don't know what that means, but we'll see. I'm just glad that what I'm seeing is that like there's some other companies out there that are just they're like, hey, we're hiring people, so it's a cool
Yeah.
community to see. Like it's a bummer you guys got laid off, but hey, we're hiring. Come check us out. So yeah, we'll see. We did find out that the layoffs, as far as video games, did affect some gaming developers, mostly Bethesda, 343, and a company called the Coalition. So as I'm understanding, is 343 Industries got hit the hardest, and a bunch of people from there were laid off. So I don't know what that means for the future of Halo, but I know right before that, like some of their bigger names left not too long ago, and then
Yeah.
I think one of the heads of the company just went to work for Xbox games or something like that. So yeah, so I don't know what's going on over there at 343, man, but it's not looking good for our good friend Master Chief.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll see. But yeah, and then Bethesda, I don't know what that means for them. Starfield
Yeah.
is Starfield's still there, just coming eventually.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting. I think this falls under rumor territory, but I think we're supposed to be getting an announcement about the release date soon.
All right. Yeah, they said after the Bethesda showcase, I think there's going to be like a Starfield one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's probably when it'll be on the 25th of January.
Right. Yep. So, yeah. So it's funny too because this happened 1 year to the day of the announcement that they were buying, or that they were going to attempt to buy Activision Blizzard. So interesting little stat.